good, Vibe Gang? Is your boy. Just another mini rant. Some things that I just want to get off my chest a little bit about certain situations that's going on the YouTube platform. Not necessarily my page. Everything copacetic on my page. I know how to handle dumb niggas. I'm just saying. But I'm seeing this shift of negativity on YouTube when it comes to the independent artists and the reactors. And I always thought coming into this that it was more of we're here to help each other out. Like we're both benefiting on me reacting to your music and you putting your music out on YouTube. So we're benefiting. And in a business point, it makes sense. Business point, whoever doesn't know this specific artist, they watch my page reacting to him. Maybe he could gain a couple of subscribers from there, and maybe I could gain a couple of subscribers from his fan base. And it's promo for the artist. It's showing the artist love and trying to put that person's music out there. So I always thought that was the relationship and everything. And yeah, depending on the reactor and depending on the independent artist, then you could grow relationships through there and form friendships and all that. Which I have the privilege of saying that there's a couple independent artists out there that I do consider my boys, and do ride with me and do have my back and have conversations and stuff like that. So I'm blessed to have these type of people around me, especially me not knowing a lot about YouTube and me not knowing a lot about the internet like that, like social media. I'm before my YouTube page, I never was into any of that. I never really got into my bad, there was a cop literally right next to me, so I had to put the phone down, bro. Cops out here ain't playing around when you're talking on the phone and driving in Florida. Don't tell nobody. Relax, snitch. So I always thought the relationship between reactors and entertainers was solidified. Like there was nothing that was gonna throw it off. But then I forget that there's other people out there who like to do negative content, and all they do is push negative content and shit like that, which it's cool. Like I get it, I understand, I'm not dumb. I know how the shit works now, so I get what you're doing and I get what it is. But when you start falsely saying things about certain artists just to get the views, that's when I have a problem with it. And it goes vice versa. When the independent artist goes on YouTube or goes on Instagram, starts talking shit about reactors, I believe there's a situation going on. So, for example, this is just me, and the camera's kind of wonky because I got my work shirt on, and I ain't trying to promote them because fuck them. Pretty much, if I sit down here and I see that I have a problem with somebody, artist, reactor, doesn't matter. Somebody that's in the community of YouTube, and I see that they said, or acted a certain way that is kind of uneasy to me, and if I have that much of a problem, first thing that I'll do is contact the artist, especially if we do work together, especially if their fan base is following me and my fan base is following them, and we've built that relationship to merge both fan bases together. Especially when it's something like that. If I had that much of an issue with somebody, before I go on social media, before I talk to anybody about it, I'm gonna go and contact that person I have a problem with. Because the right way is saying, yo, you did this, and I didn't really agree with it, 100, whatever, and just have the conversation between the artist and the reactor, and try to squash it away from the cameras, away from all that, and yada yada yada. Now, this is how I thought it worked. Once the artist and the reactor has that conversation away from the cameras, then go on social media if need be depending on the situation, of course, depending on what happened and what transpired, the situation between both people. Then, if necessary, get on a live once everything's already squashed and talked about, and then recap it for the fan base and let them know, hey, we didn't see eye to eye on this situation, so therefore this is what this is what we talked about. We squashed it, no problems. I'm still supporting, he's still supporting, or she's still supporting, and we good. That's how I always thought it should work, no matter what it is, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be a street shit. It don't matter. But I always thought that if you had a problem with a single person, best bet is just to go straight to that person and try to hatch that problem out. Now, if that problem doesn't get hatched out because you feel in a certain way, they feel in a certain way, you guys have the conversation, and it's just not gonna work, then you don't have to react to that person no more, and that person doesn't have to show love to you no more, period. And just, you go your way, I go my way, and leave it at that. But if you listen to a person's music and you don't like it, if you don't like the person's music, then, respectfully say, this is just not for me, and keep on walking. But you got certain people that go online, and I'm not talking about anybody specific, so I don't want anybody to go out there trying to say, who is Ray talking about? Now, I'm not talking about anybody specific. I've just been seeing this on a lot of reaction shorts. I've been seeing this on a lot of reactions, just people just talking. Not actual reactions themselves, but them just going, people that I follow, people that I fuck with, I just follow them, and I see how they moving, and it's kind of crazy. So, when I see a person do that, I gotta, keep my distance and not fall into that type of vibe, because that's not what I'm about. I'm about positivity. I'm about, having fun, bro. Like, I deal with enough negative shit at work all day long. Like, the last thing I want to do is get on something that I love to do and just be negative on top of that. Because that's just a revolving door of negativity, and I ain't trying to do that. And my question, and this little mini rant is just me asking a general question to everybody. Besides the views and the likes and all that shit, besides the bag that you get for doing this shit, what else are you gaining to be negative towards somebody else, when realistically, and let's keep it 100, because I keep it 100 every time I'm on this fucking camera, so I'm gonna keep it 100. There's half these niggas don't even mean half the shit they fucking say out here when it comes to getting on camera and acting like, if shit gets ugly, they'll take it to that point. Like, let's keep it 100. No, you won't. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all the reactors out there like that. And this portion, I'm talking about reactors. I'm really necessarily talking about the rappers. I'm talking about the reactors. No, you're not. And you guys need to stop acting like you will. Because, and I'm saying this because I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to make sure that you understand what's real and what's not. When you start talking about a nigga, and let's say that you don't like him or his music, you think it's fake or whatever the case is, if you really don't like the person and everything, and you live not that far away from the dude, then why haven't you pulled up? That's the first question. Second question, I know people can be like, well, I'm not gonna get arrested for this dumb nigga. I'm not gonna get in trouble for this dumb nigga. He's a waste of my time. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time with that dude. Okay, so then most of these people that answer like that, then why are you wasting your time talking about them in a blog then? Or in a reaction, or in a video, or in a YouTube short, or an Instagram live, or wherever the fuck you at? Why sit there and waste your time there? You would just say when somebody gives you that answer, I'm not gonna waste my time with that nigga, that's why I'm not pulling up. But you're wasting your time by talking about the nigga. And so it doesn't make sense to me. I just need clearance. I need some clarity, in my brain, because I'm trying to make it make sense to me in my brain, and it just doesn't. This is what I usually do when I don't fuck with somebody. I just don't listen. It may be hard for people to like not to listen, but it really isn't. There's a thing on YouTube. It's called a play button on the actual video. That button, the only way, I tried it in 40 different ways, and the only way this works, if you take your fucking finger and press the button. That's the only way that video will work for you. I just don't. I'm just trying to get in the mindset of, and I'm gonna call them haters, because all right. So let's take a situation. Let's say your favorite rapper is Little whatever. Let's just say, and there's a whole bunch of people that talk shit about that nigga. They don't like him, don't like his music, don't like nothing about him. People will come in there and start commenting and all that, and like legitimately dudes get angry. Dudes get upset. And you might say, Ray, we've seen your Eminem videos. You get upset when people start saying stupid. I get upset when people start spitting false information and making it a fact. That's what I get upset with. If you would come at me, talk to me about something about Eminem that I could see where you coming from, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to have a conversation. And you might be right. You might be right. But when you come at me with false information about the nigga and then act like it's a fact, that's when I have a problem with it, because now you're just putting an agenda out there that is not real. And agenda pushers and clout chasers and haters and all this, all them niggas could go inside of the same exact boat and that bitch could sink, and I don't give a fuck. Because like y'all the reason. Y'all the problem. Y'all the reason. Y'all the ones that are making the internet and all this other shit do what it does. Y'all the reason why other motherfuckers think that they need to be negative and throw out negativity and talk negativity in order to get the views and the clicks and all this other shit. I roast people. Harriet Mack videos, other videos, I roast people. I talk shit when shit needs to be talked. But I will never legitimately sit here and hate on somebody for an hour, let's just say, because my videos usually run an hour. I won't sit in here and talk and hate on a nigga for an hour, because that's not benefiting me. All that's doing is building my anger up and making me more of an angry person. And I'm trying to avoid being an angry person. That's why no matter who I listen to, no matter who the artist is, I'm always going to try to find that positive part of the music and sit on it and just enjoy it. Whatever it is, whether you sing good, whether you do great hooks, whether you bar out, whether you cadence and flow it, whatever it is that you do, I'm always going to look for the positive in everything, and I'm going to exaggerate the positive. I'm going to push the positive. I'm going to let people understand how crazy this person is doing what they're doing, how good they're doing it. That's what I'm going to do no matter what artist I'm reacting to. For the ones that I don't like, there's a couple, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be dead ass with you. I had at least 20 to 30 reactions that I did that never came out. That I never published it and I never put it out. And the reason why I didn't do it is because I replayed it and I didn't agree with how I was giving that person the constructive criticism. I didn't feel comfortable with the things that I was saying. But it's what I felt. And I always say, if you feel a certain way, that's how you feel, and nothing you're gonna change it. But just because you feel that way doesn't mean that everybody has to hear it. They can make their own judgment on what they hear, and they can make their own call. And if they think it's trash, then let them say it's trash, and it is what it is. I will never tell an artist that his music is trash, because I'm not an artist. I don't write, I don't rap, I don't sing, I don't do any of that. So me telling a person that I think it's trash, that's just my opinion, which music, period, is an opinionated sport. That's what it is my opinion. But I don't think my opinion should be me dogging somebody. That's just the way I feel about how it is. there's a lot of things going on in the YouTube sphere. I just made that word up. In the YouTube sphere that I don't agree with. That I think that needs to be changed. I think that we should really get together and make like a, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But we need to make like a YouTube community council. And what I mean by that is not pick a whole bunch of niggas and make them be the council member. No, everybody's a council member. Everybody, as long as you have a YouTube page and you create content, you are a member. So your word is just as important as the next man's word. And if there's a situation going on, we all join up and we all have this conversation. See if we could find out a solution to whatever problem is going on, whatever problem is going on. So this is the main problem with that idea, though. There's a bunch of dumb niggas out there that don't think they're wrong on anything they say. And that's where you get the fucked up. The ego. The man's ego is the worst thing in the world because of that. Because a man cannot admit when he's wrong. A man can't admit when he fucked up. Crazy? A man can't do that. And that's the problem. That's why we in the situation with all these motherfuckers out here. Because they can't sit down and have a full-fledged conversation because I'm right 100% of the time and you're wrong. Because you don't want to open your ears and hear and understand the other man's where the other man is coming from. Because we men, I don't need to hear what you need to say. I know what it is. No, you don't. No, you don't. I've always lived by this. No matter what, there's always going to be somebody out there that is better than me, smarter than me, faster than me, richer than me, more good looking. There's always going to be somebody out there that's always going to outdo what I do. There's always going to have either the right circumstances or the right time frame or the right amount of money or whatever to do what I do, but do it better. It's always going to be out there. I'm never going to be, you're never going to hear me say I'm the best nigga on YouTube or I'm the best reactor out there. Or you're never going to hear me say that. You know why? Because it'll be a lie if I do. I'm never going to fucking say that I'm the best at anything. Y'all niggas all y'all need to do, y'all need to humble yourselves and understand that at any moment, whatever little fame you got, whatever following you have, at any moment that shit could be taken away from you. So why spend all this time on YouTube with negative when you could sit in here and actually have fun? Like actually be yourself. Don't try to be a nigga you not. Don't try to be a nigga that you think that, oh, yeah, I'm the best at this. Oh, screw this guy and screw these guys and screw this guy over here and everything. They're not doing it right. They ain't doing it this way. They ain't doing it that way. That's not what this is for, bro. And I understand it's all competition. Who wants to be better and all that. I don't have competition with nobody. I compete with myself every day. That's who my competition is, me. I can't sit here and think that I'm that good, that I'm the best, that I'm this. And what? That's how you poison your fucking brain, thinking that you can't do no wrong. And that's where the beginning of your mess up comes. I just think realistically, as a human man, not a race, not a race, not nothing, but just a human being. I think that we could do a whole lot better than what we're doing in the YouTube community. Because y'all think that we don't control a lot. This YouTube community, when it comes to reactors and independent artists, it's a huge community. And we could make a lot of changes if we all work with each other and work together and find a solution to all the fuckery. I know this is never going to happen, and I know that this is never going to fix itself. And people are like, well, you know what? You can't change haters. Just do what you do and, fuck the rest. Yeah, but when you say fuck the rest, at the end of the day, the ones that you're saying fuck the rest to, those are the ones that could really fuck your shit up down the road. Those are the ones that could really like put you in a situation down the road. And you know, I'm talking to the niggas out there. Ain't nobody gonna ever put me in a situation. I put myself in situations. I make myself stop. So then you're not living real life. Then obviously you're not really living real life, or you've been having a great life. If no one's ever put you in a situation, I've been put in many situations I've never asked for. But it was about how me get myself out that situation. You think I did it by myself? No. I didn't do it by myself. I had help getting myself out of that situation because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. We need to start being more realistic of who we are. We need to be realistic of who we really are. Not a persona that we play online, not a character we play online. Who are we for real? We have to ask that question in ourselves. And once we find out who we really are, who we truly are in our heart, then that's when the healing and the fixing could start. But like I said, I know that this is just me, a 20-minute video or over a little bit 20-minute video of me just wasting my breath talking, because nothing will ever happen with this, because it takes more than just one person to fix a whole community like that. One person can't just do it. 2 people can't just do it. 10 people can't do it. You need a whole community to work together as a team, as a community, and make this better. Can you imagine, and this is just me throwing it out there, just so you guys can see the picture that I'm seeing in my brain, because I talk this shit and people look at me like I'm living in an unrealistic world. Like I'm living in an unrealistic environment that will never happen. And the way I see it is like, it's not unrealistic, it's just that it's too much work and y'all niggas is too lazy to do it. So it's not really unrealistic, it's you guys don't want to do it because you guys don't want to put in the work to do it. But just imagine this. Every independent artist out there, all their followings, millions of people, thousands of reactors out here reacting to all these artists. Can you imagine if all of the independent art fan base follows all these reactors, and all these reactors followers follows all these independent artists, and we all see everyone's videos and everyone's reactions, and we all support everyone's videos and everyone's reactions, and we all support the movement, and we all do this as a team? Can you imagine the power that this community would have? Even if you don't listen to the music, even if you don't like the music, cool. Show the support. Show the view. Share it. Hey, I don't fuck with this dude, but he just dropped something. I need you guys to check this out, man. Run these numbers up for me real quick. That is a world that I would love to live in, but I know that it's damn near impossible to ever be in that type of world. And the moral of this conversation is stop being a fucking bitch. Just, if you don't like somebody, if you don't appreciate a person's words or their beliefs or whatever, you're the only one that controls that play button, brother and sisters. Y'all the only ones that control that play button, man. Nobody else. So ain't nobody forcing you to do it. Somebody, you know how many donos that I had to give back? Somebody hit me up with a $50 dono. Yo, react a little, pump this. And I said no. And I sent him the $50 back. I'm not going to react to something that I know is trash. To me. That I don't agree with. And that's a mainstream artist, so fuck them. And they don't need me to react to their shit. You just want me to hear it. But you're not going to like it. So I'm not going to do it. You're just not going to appreciate my views on it, because that's the type of people we deal with. Oh, you fucking trash. Look, everybody's saying Drake killed it. Drake did this, that, and third. All right, so go ahead and take Drake's diss and then go ahead and compare that to Eminem's kill shot. Tell me who the fuck had more bars in there. Tell me who the hell had more better flow. Who's talking more shit than anybody else? M was. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these mainstream people that do their thing, and then people want to praise it like it's the best thing in the world. It's not. That diss was good. I'm not going to say it wasn't. Drake's diss to K-Dot was amazing. I reheard it. I heard the new mixed and mastered one. I heard all that. I didn't react to it because fuck that. But I heard it. Yes, Drake got it. I can agree. I can say I was wrong. I can say 100% I was fucking wrong. I needed the whole picture in order for me to really, really go. And that's why when it comes to mainstream beefs like that, I don't really get into it because I don't follow mainstream artists like that. Drake drops a song, I'll listen to it. If I fuck with it, I'll listen to it again. If I don't, I just don't play it again. That's it. I don't say nothing about it. I don't talk about it. That's how I roll. But I'm an old head. That's how old head rolls. What the fuck you want me to do about it? But there's a lot of haters and a lot of fucking people out there. Oh, you didn't hear this. You didn't even hear that. Yo, you're right. I did it. But I heard it. I did hear it now. I absolutely did hear it. And it's still big. It's still a good one. He still got K. Dot. He got him. Drake got round one. Yes, he did. But when it comes to battle rap, there was one dude that came in and said, you can't, he's like, you talk about Loaded Lux, you can't even recite. Now, I can recite almost every battle Loaded Lux have. You know why? Because all I listen to besides when I don't really want to listen to independent music, when my independent artists that are killing shit right now, when I don't want to listen to that stuff, I am playing battle rap on my way home, at home. When I'm chilling, I'm listening to battle raps. So don't tell me what the fuck I know and what I don't know. That to me is just dumb. But when it comes to shit like that, when I'm talking about the community, I'm talking about the YouTube community when it comes to reacting to independent artists, we gotta do better. We gotta do a whole lot fucking better. Because it's getting to a point right now where motherfuckers are making it so obvious that they're being that negative and they're being that destructive for the clicks that it's not even something to laugh about, bro. It really sickening to see how obvious they're making it seem for no reason. You got these independent artists beefing with each other. Adam Calhoun, Tom McDonald, and Upchurch and all that other stuff. Look, I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. Tom McDonald, Upchurch, and Adam Calhoun, all three of them are my brothers. No matter what. And look at the guy in the comment section. Look at the guy. You don't even fucking know one. I know him a lot more now than I did before, I'll tell you that much. Upchurch, Creek Squad. We smoked 3 blunts. I'm high as fuck still. Just had a great conversation with Adam. Tom's always showing love to the page. Ain't got no fucking problem with it. Whatever problems the 3 of those niggas got, they got those problems. The 3 of them, 3 of them got that problem. Their problem has nothing to do with me. I still fuck with Adam's music. I still fuck with Tom's music. I still fuck with Church's music. So realistically, that's something that grown men have to figure out. So let the grown men figure that shit out. Me as a reactor, I have no saying what the fuck is going on for 2 reasons. 1, it ain't my fucking business. 2nd, I don't know enough about their situation to have a full-fledged conversation about it. I go off of sometimes what people told me, which is wrong. You shouldn't be going off of what people tell you. But I go off of what the Creek Squad and what Adam Calhoun's people and what Tom McDonald's people, HOG, the Hangover Gang, all these people, I go off of what they're saying in the conversation. And I was like, can't really go off of that though. Like, what's the true problem? And then I sit there and think about it. I was like, what does it matter? Let them figure that out. Let that figure it out, because you know what's going to happen? And it's going to be the funny part. A couple of months are going to pass by. You're going to see a tweet or an Instagram post or something on YouTube, or short maybe. And it's going to say, Don McDonald, Upchurch, Adam Calhoun make a song together. And all them niggas that were talking shit about Upchurch, and all those motherfuckers that were talking shit about Tom McDonald, and all those motherfuckers that were talking shit about Adam Calhoun, and all those motherfuckers that were talking shit about everybody else. Yeah, I'm so glad they got it fixed up, man. They got it together, and they worked together, and they made this track. That's what's gonna happen. And you know what it's gonna sound like? It's gonna sound like your meat writing, because just a week ago you were talking shit about one of these niggas, and now all of a sudden you so happy that it's fixed. No. I don't agree with that. This has been longer than one of my videos, so I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. I just get out of work and I had something to say. I'm not doing videos tonight. Tomorrow I got to work early. I got to be up at pretty much 5 o'clock in the morning to make it to a work meeting that I have, and I have a special surprise. But I'll tell you guys tomorrow on my first reaction that I'll do tomorrow. It's not yet set in stone, but it's exciting. And tomorrow afternoon I'll know more, and then I'll be able to tell you guys. But I love you guys. You guys have a great night. I wanted to give you guys something because I know I'm not doing no reaction today, but I wanted to give you guys something to just ponder and think about. I know I was all over the place with this conversation, but when the fuck am I not? I love you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.